Hello, my dear students. Welcome again in my channel. Let's study with Madam Sir. Students, in our complete series of English grammar, today we are going to read important facts of direct speech to indirect speech. Students, in the previous video, we have got a practice set of assertive sentence. Now, in this video lecture, we are going to read some important fact of assertive sentence. Student, here rule number 1. What is rule number 1, student? Must is not change. Must is not change in indirect speech when it gives the sense of duty, obligation, rule and principle. Students, for example, he said one must do one's duty. So here student, this sentence indicate what? Our duty and obligation. So we will not change must in indirect speech. How we will write here? We will add only that and we will write the same sentence. For example, he said that one must do one's duty. As we do in our universal truth sentence, student, we will not change here also. When must gives the sense of duty, obligation, rule and principle. Now, second example, he said we must love our country. Student. So here we must love our country. It is what? It is obligation. So what will be the indirect speech? He said for inverted comma that we must love our country. The same sentence we will write here. It will not change. So student, according to the rule number 1, must is not change in indirect speech when it gives the sense of duty, obligation, rule and principle. Now the next rule is related to must only. Rule number 2. Students, when must is changed in has to, have to or had to according to the tense of the reporting verb. In common sense, student, not in the sense of duty, obligation, rule and principle, but in common sense, when must is used, then we will change must into has to, have to and had to, and it depends upon the tense of reporting verb. For example, she said I must go. Here student, what is she said? Reporting verb, and it is in past tense. So according to the past tense, we will change must here and we will change must into had to, because this is reporting verb is in past tense. So what will be here? Indirect speech. She said. Now for inverted comma that. Now I is first person. So according to the subject, subject is she. So write she here. Now must change into had to. So write had to here. Then after the verb go. So she said that she had to go. This is the indirect speech. Now example number second, student. She says to her husband, you must come back home in time. So student, here reporting verb is in which tense? Present tense, because here says is written here. So she says to her husband, you must come back home in time. So here must change into what? Must change into has to or have to. So student, first says to change into tells. She tells her husband. Now for inverted comma that. Now you is second person. So second person according to object. What is the object here? Her husband. So for husband what we write? Subject he. And for he what will be? Has to or have to? Has to. So write has to here. Now after come back home in time. So come back home in time. So we get the indirect speech. She tells her husband that he has come back home in time. So student, we have got rule number second here, that must is changed in has to, have to or had to according to the tense of reporting verb. In the first sentence, student, reporting verb is past tense. That's why here there is the use of there is the use of had to, and in second example student, here it is written in present tense, reporting verb in present tense. That's why here there is the use of has to. So second rule is clear now. Rule number third, students, if there is any noun as address, it is used as the object of reporting verb. Student, if there is any noun, suppose that in example number 1, what is Mohan here? Noun. In example number 2, Munna is a noun that is used to address someone. Then it is used as the object of reporting verb in indirect speech. For example, take one example student. She said, "You are foolish, Mohan." So here Mohan is what? Mohan is a word come for addressing you. So first, how we will change? The first step of this sentence, we will write it. We will write Mohan where? As the object of reporting verb. And what is the object of reporting verb here? Reporting verb is this side, and we will add Mohan here. She said to Mohan. This is what? Reporting verb. And here Mohan became the object of reporting verb. You are foolish. Now it is reported speech. Now again change into indirect speech. She said to change into told. Then after Mohan, then for inverted comma that. 2 times that is written. Now you is second person. So second person according to the object. Now what is the object student? Here the object is Mohan. So according to Mohan, what will be the subject here? He. And student, this sentence is written in past tense. So are is written. So is are am changed into was were. So for he, what will be here? Was. And foolish. So we get the indirect speech. She told Mohan that he was foolish. Now number 2 student, Prabha said, Munna, I want to help you. Student, here Munna is a word, that is Munna is a noun that comes to address somebody. So Prabha said, Munna, I want to help you. So Munna will come where? In reporting verb as an object. So Prabha said to Munna, I want to help you. Student, now change into indirect speech. Prabha said to change into told, then Munna, then after for inverted comma that, and then I, first person change according to subject. So what is the subject here? Prabha. So for Prabha, what will we write? She. She wanted to help, and you is second person. So for second person, what will be here? Munna. So for Munna, what will be we write? He, him. You is objective form. So what is the objective form of he? Him. So we get here student, we get the indirect speech here. Prabha told Munna that she wanted to help him. Here by mistake he is written. So write she here. Prabha told Munna that she. For Prabha, what will be here? She wanted to help him. This is the indirect speech. So student, in this rule, according to this rule, we have got that if there is any noun come in indirect speech, come in direct speech for addressing someone, then it is used as the object of reporting verb. Now student, rule number 4. If words like good morning, good evening, good night are used in direct speech, then there is the use of bid, wish, etc. in direct speech. We have to, there is no need to repeat the words, but we have to write what? We have to use the word bid or wish. For example, student, my classmate said to me, good morning, you have finished your homework. So student, so how we will write here? There are two things. First, my classmate said to me. So my classmate wished me good morning, and then he said to me, you have finished your homework. So first student, what will write? Good morning. It is wished by the classmates. That's why here we write, my classmate wished me good morning. And why wished here? Because here said to, plus past tense is that written, reporting verb is in past tense, that's why we write here wished me good morning and said that I had finished my homework. And why here said and is used here, student, because there are two things. First my friend wished, and the second sentence, you have finished your homework. So then for adding the sentence, for joining the sentence, we are using here and then after again said that is used here. There are two things, first wishing and then saying. So my classmate wished me good morning and said that you is second person, so according to me, what will be here? I. And have change into had, finished. Your change in according to my, your according to me, my, possessive and homework. So student, what we get? My classmate wished me good morning and said that I had finished my homework. Now student, rule number 5. If there are more than one assertive sentence, then there is the use of and or further in indirect speech. Students, if there are more than one or more than two sentences in indirect speech, then how we will change into direct speech? We will use the word and further. For example, question number 1. The emperor said, my wife is beautiful and laborious. Second sentence, I will visit the Taj Mahal. So there are two sentences in direct speech. So how we will change into indirect? It's very easy. First student, changed according to the general rule. The emperor said, then after that. Now it is in past tense, so here the tense will change. So student, my is what? First person. So according to the emperor, what will be here? His wife. Now and after that is changed into was here. It is wrong. It is written here was. Is rm changed into was were. So his wife was beautiful and laborious. And now student, this one and is used here as the joining of the sentence. For joining the sentence, this one and has come here. I will. For I, student, again I is first person. So according to the subject, what is the subject here? The emperor. So for emperor, he will come. And will change into would visit the Taj Mahal. So student, we have got that if there are more than one sentence, then we use what? We use and for joining the sentence, and we use further for joining the sentence. For example, there are two sentences. First sentence is my wife is beautiful and laborious, and second sentence, first sentence, my wife is beautiful and laborious, and second sentence, I will visit the Taj Mahal. And that's why student, here and is used. Here there is one correction, right here was. Now rule number 6. Students, reporting verb is used as the end or in the beginning of direct speech. Student, in direct speech, reporting verb can be used in the beginning. What is reporting verb? He said. It can be used in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. For example, here we have already seen so many sentences that starts with what? That starts with reporting verb starts with what? Reporting verb starts with at the beginning of the sentence. But here there are two examples. Number 1 example and number 2. Here the reporting verb comes at the end of the sentence, student. So here how we will change? We will change like the general rule. First, but in indirect speech, we will write the reporting verb at the beginning of the sentence. So change it. He said, first he said will come, reporting verb will come, then after that, and then he, third person, no change, so write he here. Then has changed into had, then gone to the office. Second example, student, Vivek said, it comes, reporting verb comes at the end, but right here in the beginning. Vivek said that. Now I first person according to the subject. So what is the subject here? Vivek. So for Vivek what will come? He. Shall change into should, but according to he what will become here? Would. He would write a letter tomorrow. So for tomorrow what will be? The next day. So we get here, student, that Vivek said that he would write a letter the next day. So according to this rule, students, we have got here that in reporting, if the reporting verb comes at the beginning or at the end of the sentence in direct speech, but in indirect speech we will write the reporting verb at the beginning of the sentence, as we have written in the two examples. So student, these are some important facts of direct to indirect speech in assertive sentence. So in the next video, I will come with some special rule of interrogative sentence, how to change interrogative sentence direct to indirect speech. So thank you for watching the video, student. Keep watching my videos, like it, subscribe my channel and share it with your friends and relatives. Thank you once again.